Hey, it's Talison, and we're doing an intro here for Talison Comics, both at patreon.com and facebook.com. To let you know a little bit about myself, I have been drawing my entire life. I did go to art school, and I do have an art degree sitting somewhere in this room. I like to call it the most expensive, useless thing that I have in this room full of expensive, useless things. That includes pop figures and comic books and a guitar that I never touch, and and lots of drawing material, lots of drawing supplies like my Copic markers that are not cheap, unfortunately. I've always wanted to be an artist my entire life. I did go to art school. Number of reasons. I've had health issues my whole life. A number of reasons have stopped me from really trying to pursue art as much as I should. But I had some very severe recent health issues, and I have decided that, you know what, this is all I ever wanted to do. I'm going to make a big effort at doing it, and therefore we have launched the Patreon, and we have launched the Facebook page, and I've been posting a lot more art lately, and hopefully you're enjoying it. Commissions are available. We'll get that out of the way right away. Usually I'm working on this 2.5 by 3.5 inch sized collectible sketch card. But what's nice about these is there's only going to be one of them, right? So these I will do for $20 a piece. Doesn't matter what you get. In the past, I have charged more. I've possibly overcharged or priced myself out of selling more than I could have. So we're going to go 20 a piece, whether it's in color or it's in grayscale, which this lovely Bride of Frankenstein, which is honestly my favorite thing that I've drawn since I've started drawing again. We'll go 20 a piece on those, or if you buy two, that'd be 40, right? Nope, we're going to do 35 if you buy two. We'll do also, we can do line art without color, so that's different than grayscale because it'd just be line art. And I would do 15 on that, and if you buy two of those, that'd be 30. We'll make it 25. If you want to buy a color and a line art one, I'll figure out a price. I can't do that much math in my head right now. I'm an artist. I did not excel at math. And over at the Patreon, what we have going on is every month we're going to have a drawing of the month. And now it's a drawing that the Patreon subscribers will vote on what the drawing is going to be, and that's going to be based on a poll that's put up, and it's the theme for every month. So like in September, if you bought in, you get to vote on the poll, which was for October, the Halloween themed piece, and it was Dracula, Frankenstein. It was my original character, the Meteorette, in a witch's costume. And what we ended up doing was Jack Skellington. So this is the piece that is the drawing of the month for October. Now, I just finished that last night. If you're wondering, it's 5x7, and they're micron pens is what the inks are done in, and then Copic markers, which are an alcohol-based marker that I use for the colors. They blend really well, which is why I use them. That's the same thing I used on these other pieces here. So I'm obviously trying to build a bigger collection of those, and that's where part of the money will go. Also on things like this setup that I've got going on here for recording. So 5x7, it's gonna be full color. Next month the theme is the Joker. So it's a number of different versions, from Cesar Romero to Jack Nicholson to Joaquin Phoenix to the animated series. You can pick from that, and I'll do a piece on that. Now, what do you get from this? Well, for $1, you just get my thanks. I appreciate it. You also get access to the digital feed on Patreon, which will occasionally have an exclusive post, but the stuff that is, and you'll be able to see this print when it goes out, but the stuff that is specifically for people that might be commissioned for people or whatever, you will not be able to see certain posts like that. And you also will not be able to vote in the poll. But for $5, you can vote in the poll, and when this guy is done, you're going to get a nice high-res digital scan, a digital print of this piece. Whatever the piece is for the month, that's what you'll get. And just as another example of that size, I did this Nightmare Batman recently on that size, and I'm very happy with that as well. Hey, this guy's available for $35 right now. At the $10 level, rather than just a digital print of this, I'm going to send you a physical printed out on nice photo paper, a physical print of this image at 5x7. So that you can get for $10. And then For $20, which is the highest tier on the Patreon, you're going to get your own sketch card. You tell me what you want, I draw it. I'll do adult themes within reason. I will do whatever character you want. You want an original character, just make sure you send me references. You want an obscure character, just make sure you send me references. But we'll do that. Plus you get the physical print. You get all that comes together, and it'll all be, the physical prints can be personalized. There's a level in here. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I completely forgot to mention this. $5 more. I also friend you on Facebook or follow you on your social media account of choice, and you can ask me questions. We're gonna try to start doing like AMAs on the Patreon from time to time when we start getting more subscribers. So we can do that, and feel free to interact with me or the other people on the Patreon as to, the nature of my art and the type of characters I like to draw and whatnot. I'm a big Batman fan. I'm mainly a DC guy, but I do love a lot of Marvel, and the Marvel movies are top notch. I also like some more indie stuff, like Invincible is one of my favorites. Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck, if you've never read that, one of the best graphic novels you'll ever read. So that's the pitch for the Patreon. That's the stuff that's available. I just want to say that if you are following this page, and a lot of you are, and you like my art, or on Instagram you like my art, I appreciate that very much. But my big thing that I would love is comments. Let me know why you like it. I would very much appreciate that. And another thing is if you could share, because you like my art and maybe you can't afford to buy art from me right now. I totally understand that. But every time you share, more people see it, and it might lead it to somebody who will kick in some money, which, I've been a starving artist long enough. I want to try it the other way. So I hate to sound like I'm begging for money, but I'm providing a service as well. I'm you're getting something for that money. I'm getting art supplies, and you're getting art, and I get to draw. And the more I get to draw and not have to do a real job and get paid for drawing, that's great. That's wonderful. And Patreon, I think, is a great platform for people trying to accomplish things like that. I've seen people do podcasts and art and writing and all sorts of things through Patreon. So I would even recommend it to you. If there's something you always wanted to do, hey, get on it. Life's too short. So that's all I got to say. Like this video, share this video if you want. And thanks again for watching. And hopefully I'll see some of you over at Patreon or at Facebook.com or Instagram. I'm also Talison Comics, DeviantArt.com, Talison Comics. Everything is Talison Comics. So if you want to get a hold of me, those are the ways to get a hold of me. See you soon.